Alright. There's a jump in the audio there. Hello. I think you're saying that would have been appropriate as well. Anyways, hey, stream, yay. Oh, actually, hold on. I have a controller running. And actually, apparently that puts on game mode right away. That's interesting. Never tried that. Or did I break it trying to do that? Ooh, whoa, I broke it. Hold on. Hold on, we're gonna close this and try this again. Okay, when you have a controller connected, don't try moving it. There. Hello, hello. I don't know what started the V thing. I don't know if for the fan it's the chrysalis picture. At least it's mainly scope, but alright. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with the frame rate in the corner because I don't feel like going to shut. Well, wait, I can probably shut it off quick. Boop, boop, boop. I have to turn it on and off. It's really annoying that the frame rate's always showing in the corner there. I don't know of an easy way to shut it off other than going in here. There we go. Yeah, the shotgun. I don't know why. I think it's actually what's the game mode? I always forget. Yeah, it's F11. But I think I have. It's like whatever. No, the game mode normally is always loud. I think you can go into the settings and turn it down, but it doesn't matter because you go and turn it down, and then it just pops it back up the next time you open it. And getting into the game settings is annoying. Anyways, so I'm just gonna. We're like actually kind of cruising to get this done, so I kind of just want to work on this to get this done, or at least more progressed towards completion. I want to try to have this out in the next couple weeks. Actually, I should be able to have it out by the end of next week. Because I'm thinking only a couple more days of cleanup, and then, well, I still don't know with Starlight back here how I want to do that. I kind of want to go and add the detail to her. My face. Why did I not just mark this one completed? I think this one's essentially done. Just gotta get rid of clouds. So how's everybody else's Thanksgiving, at least for those that are in the States and celebrate? Everybody get lots of food. For Christmas stuff, no, I don't plan anything with that. Normally because it's stuff like that. I thought I shut you off. I hit something else. Normally stuff like that takes a lot of time, and there's a high chance that the project's gonna explode into something larger than I originally planned it to be, and I'm never gonna finish it in the time I need. So that's why I'm not going to bother. I've had that happen for other video ideas, and I'm just like, it's too much. Stuff like that, you almost have to plan like half a year ahead of time to make sure it's done in time. Because you don't want to put out a Christmas animation or something after Christmas. I might do a picture. I mean, that I can do, but I'm not going to do that until closer to Christmas. Or at least into December at some point. It's kind of a little early still. So I'm gonna miss out on a few clouds there, but that's fine. It's a little dark down here. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Or do I just not have a light there? Actually, I kind of like it like that. I think there needs to be a little bit of light over here, though, because he has a decent amount of light hitting on this side, but not this side. Just trim for the front a little. Yeah, that now it's more balanced. I made a poster in a while. No, well, like kind of. I was kind of doing them like posters between projects. It just depends on the length of the project. Like this one, which is taking exceedingly longer than it should. But it's getting there. Oh, this one's going to be needing a little bit more touch-up. For one, Syria, I will make you happy. I will at least hide your waifu. I need to see how this looks in render, because I'm curious whether or not those dragons are moving too fast or not. There's other ways that I can go about it otherwise, to show it if I need. Did I call it crackle? Yes. If anything, they can go faster than that. So, okay, that's actually good to know. Nope, actually I never went through here and cleaned this up. Not gonna matter too much though. Nope. She's gonna stay. It's who she is now. She made it, well, I made a choice and it's now her choice, so she gets to stay. Actually, let's get rid of these. Okay. So Skulu seems to stand out enough. There might be a little bit more light needed on her front face to spread it out, because it seems really bright there and almost brighter back here, but not much coming from the window. It's just a really interesting placement of the lights you have to do here, because I can't hit the ground here too much. Okay, that's not enough. Okay, so what did that do? Looks much better. Okay. Her eyes are a little dark. I did put a light there coming from the window, but I think it's just this eye I need to worry about. That one I can actually do a specific light for to fix that. Oh yeah, the stream today is going to be a little bit shorter because it's the holiday and I'm enjoying just having time off to do like bullshit stuff. So, okay, that does look balanced. I thought at first, well, no, okay. So like here, there is a light that's missing around her head here. It is here. So I probably need to find something for that. Where's horse? There's horse. I have to be careful though, because I don't know if this is going to quite work. Because I can add a light there, but I think it's going to look weird. Yeah, because I add a light there and it doesn't make any sense with her surroundings anymore. Like here, at least, it keeps it nice dark, so it at least kind of blends in with the surrounding. I think I'm just going to have to leave it as a lighting glitch. Most people don't notice that stuff anyway. You can have lighting swap quite drastically between shots. As long as you move the camera enough, nobody notices. I've actually done it where I try to consciously pay attention to movies to that, like when they swap scenes, what inconsistencies there are in like positions of limbs or the way that the lights are set up. And it's amazing. Like sometimes you'll see a character like this, and then as camera swapping their hands immediately down, you don't even notice it. It's so. I really don't think I have to add much for Scoots here. It's mainly going to be... Oh, actually she... I think what I'm going to need to do is just add a little bit to her eyes, because with the camera motion I can't see that she has motion. Okay, so I gotta do the other way. I want a little bit more raise here. I think I'm gonna have her do a quick eye scoot. Scoot. Here to. That'll work. I'll just have to have her eyes start a little bit further in this one then. Eye position is something that you do pay attention to, so I need to make sure that that part is carried over. It's just making sure that there was no white area. That's all I care about. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of motion to the tail when the scoots. Scoots. Add what to the top of her head. Sorry, I was catching up on that now. I don't want much with the tail. I just want something like... There we go. I didn't want to do the minor details on this stuff, but really it's not taking that line to kind of do some of it. Okay, there is no cape. So that means there is no jiggles for her main? No, there's jiggles. Oh, I didn't... Oh, I'm going to go in here. Ah! Okay. Yeah, that's better. I don't think it's going to matter with the lights, really. Because there is enough light here for continuity between there and here. I wasn't trying to make it this shot look any better. I was just working on continuity. But I've shown it before, but I want to make sure it's not going to have the situation like I had in this one, where I didn't pay attention to the continuity, and I had the lighting change from here, like she has a super bright on the left side of her face, or here, and then should be like, I think from the previous, yeah, so from all these previous shots you got these. This video's too long. You see that, like, it's darker and bright on this side of the face. There's a nice bright line showing the lightings on that side of the face, and then it's bright on that side of the face, and now it's not. It's just there's a lot of continuity errors with a lot of that stuff. Did I post? No, I didn't. I should probably do that. I forgot to. I just got some other tweet, and I was like, oh yeah. There we go. Whatever, a little late. Hello, Kel-chan. Pip seems a little bit hesitant at your arrival. Like, oh, it's that guy again. Here, we'll pick a different random face, and that'll be the face that will be the one for you. Yep, that's another good one. There we go. GTFO. No. Actually, I already added a lot of the detail to her, so this is essentially done. Oh, I was going to speed up the crackles. That was it. Okay, so the crackles travel here. I only want the root. And I'm just going to speed them up, but I want to make sure they stay within their same time frames. So I'm going to make sure that this crackle is never goes anywhere. Don't need you then. That one I'm okay with going slower. I think they go a good speed. This also implies that Sulu has a home. Har, 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 har. Hello, hello. Did anybody buy any big things this Black Friday? I personally did most of my shopping earlier this month, where I spent way more money than I wanted to, but I also got a lot of cool stuff. I got a new monitor, I got a Vive, and a new graphics card. Then yesterday I spent another however much on USB cables, getting a wireless card for my sister's computer. What else did I buy? I don't know. I'll figure out in a week. I can't remember. Oh yeah, actually this one. I wanted to check to see if I can add a light to her eye here. Oh, if we're talking about games, yeah, I'm not going to ask a question. I actually did get some games. I bought, I bought some VR stuff because I don't have any. So it goes, I got Everspace, though. In VR, it actually works too well. It's almost, it's, you get a little motion sick because the flight actually works really smooth. But I wanted to get that for the normal monitor, but I also wanted to try the gallery. I got that too. It depends on what you're looking for in a monitor. Like personally, I was looking for high refresh rate and something that was 2K. Yeah, I got a Vive now. It's Oh, it actually worked now. I had originally said I got a Bluetooth thing so that it would shut off my my sensors whenever I shut down the VR. But when I first got it and I tried it, it didn't work. But now I just checked because I forgot to unplug them and they're off. So okay, that works. Yeah, I got it. I don't have that much for it yet though. It came with Fallout 4 for when that comes out, and that's in the 12th. I think that's released. So I'm looking forward to that. But I wanted to potentially get Talos Principle, but I decided to get the gallery instead because the first episode of that was like $5. My graphics card also came with Destiny 2, so I've been playing a lot of that too. So. Okay, that movement. Now I need the other one when the eye goes down. Okay, so that point. Actually, the Rift, I thought you could actually find it cheaper. I saw on the paper for actually less. And I know one store had it, though. I mean, that stores are not something you really do anymore today, but that had it for, I thought $350, but it came with like 6 games. The problem with that is it 6 games you even care about? SFM in VR? No. No, I wouldn't want that. Okay, so I think... So I probably don't want the light on there, but what I care about it is right here. Enough to make it so that you can tell it's there and have her eye get a little bit of something. But like here, I don't like it, so I'm actually going to take it for this portion, turn it down. There. So now it just makes it so that here, her eyes look like they're a little bit better lit on the inside, because without, she just looks like a big dark eyeball. Yeah, I thought it was kind of nice that at least when I got, and actually I had a choice with the Vive if it was either Fallout or the kids bundle, which came with 2 games instead, but they were still like just stupid ones. I'm like, no, Fallout. So. Okay. I don't want these to go any faster. Yeah, I can make them go a little faster. Okay. Is your facial things the same? Yeah, they are. Okay. So now I just need to get my eye light from here. These didn't move between shots, did they? Oh, I think it did, actually. Yeah, it did. So I will have to replace these. Arr. There. Where are you, Scoots? This is locked as really high zoom. Well, the camera's focus is... Oh, yeah, actually that was on purpose, so yeah. I forgot. Okay. Found Scoots. This could be fun figuring out the positioning for. Actually, that was pretty good. Okay, so from here to here, this is still a bit bright. That should be good. I'm just going to zero that out. I don't need the light on her eye anymore for there. And she's out of focus here. So I'll probably just leave it with like no extra animation either. I don't think it needs it. Let's see here, see if I can do a little. Okay, that works, but I need to get a little bit more of the mane here. Oops, not that one. I thought there's another. Is that really it? There's no. Oh, I guess I can't do the top of the hair. But never mind. Okay, and her wings. Okay. Is there any part of this house that does not need to be loaded? Window does. Does the dresser? Nope. Which of the walls do I not need? Let's go one by one here. Yes. Yes. No. No. I should probably check with the furthest shot. That's right there. No. That one I'm going to keep because I think her body's in the way, and that's just in case. And that one just in case. I really don't need that. Or that. Do need that. Okay. And I can get rid of the floor. Oh, I deleted an extra one. Which one is that? Okay, there we go. I'm fine now. Look how they get away. I'm gonna keep grabbing it. There's nothing left in it. I thought I saw like one of the models just jump into moving there for no reason. Okay. And this was built specifically with the shot in mind, so this one, everything's in shot, should stay in shot. Okay. Now that one's done. Green. Okay. This one I've never been sure on. I don't like how those clouds are lit, but I can't think of a possible other way to do them without requiring an absolute buttload of lights. But also, this shows a blue sky. I mean, well, for a reason I can't get a gray skybox like that. What song is playing? It is what's my playlist? Father's Heart by Tony Anderson. I like this one. So yes, Father's Heart, Tony Anderson. I don't know if they have a group name. Nope, just Tony Anderson. That's actually what I'm using right now, is one of the Valve Sky Domes. Well, no, I'm not. I kind of am. I'm using the one that came out of model, but I hate doing this because it's annoying, but it might give me the better result. Let me make sure. Was I spinning this? No, I wasn't. Okay, then I can. I still got it. I was going to say it's supposed to be Sky List. Oh, you still have brakes and I need it. Oh. This one might do it but I can't manipulate the brightness like I can with these ones. So if I do one, it has to be pre-darkened to the brightness I want. Like, see, some of these would work, but only for its texture. It's not dark enough otherwise. Well, this one could work. What game is that from? Team Fortress 2, that's good. We can give it a shot. I just forgot the command for it. SV Sky name, that was it. It's the right color, but nah, it's not really detailed. I lose a lot of the detail. Those are night. Yeah, I don't know if any of these are going to be at high enough detail, and I don't even know if I can access these. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to be that great either. Oh, actually I can. But again, it still lacks all detail. So I think the Sky Dome's going to be, or this Sky Dome's probably going to still be the best bet. You can, what is that? Let me see what the Sky Domes look like. I might be able to replace one. It is, if a map has a Sky Dome, and for answering your question of how do you use those, if it's a game that SFM has by default, which, oops, I used the link still there. Just want to click it to open it again. If it's a game that has it by default, so like I have Left 4 Dead's content added, but Team Fortress 2 obviously comes with it. All the Half-Life ones that are up here. There's some other ones like towards the bottom, I believe. I feel like you might not have Black Mesa or Dark Messiah. But if a map comes with a skybox, you can use the console to override that skybox. So you can grab, like I did, I copied the name of one of these. Then I went into the console and typed in SV_ sky name. And then you put the name of the skybox that you need. So you just put paste. And it will override the skybox to whatever skybox you were, the actual map skybox. The problem with doing it that way is that you have really no control over how that skybox looks. It's just locked with what that is. And when it's not, it's attached to the map, but you're overriding the map, and the map isn't saved when you save your file. So it's an override for that session. So the next time you open it again, the skybox will be its original skybox. You'll have to override it every time you open it, which gets really annoying. So it's not the preferred method. Should have known where this one is. So these lines could have easily been done, or where are the lines? They were there, now they're not. Whatever. So I think that this is the right size. It's that one. That one looks really familiar, but that's not very big. it looks, yeah, it's 1170 by 290. You're going to be getting really, really poor quality on that, unless that's just a preview image of a bigger one. Because like these ones are 4096 by 1024. So it's making sure that we have, like this one probably won't work because it's looking at just about a 1920 by 1080, which these are going to get really, really fuzzy. These ones are look pretty nice because of that, but I can fix this up now here. So I can just take this and go adjustments, hue, blues. Oh, look at that. It's kind of neat. Let's see, that might be too dark. Well, I guess like I shouldn't have to worry about that. I can modify that part in post. The main thing was I wanted to get rid of some of these blue spots because it didn't make any sense to me. And I'll probably try to balance out some of this a little bit. There we go. So soft light. That should balance it out a little bit. Oops. I've got the little spot down there, but I can't do much about that. But if I can balance it out to all about the similar brightness, then I don't have to worry about the SFM not balancing it correctly for me. Soft light. Let's try hard light and see. Does that do the opposite? Yes. I'm doing well. How are you? A little bit mishmashed, but I don't care. I just need it to be more balanced. Let's see what this looks like then. That's fine. I thought I had the wrong one for a second, but I just saved so many damn ones in here. Yeah, let's hello guitar. Didn't even check while positioning here. Okay. I used to do a check to make sure that, since I move a lot, that I'm not getting out of range of the camera. Yeah, that looks much better. Still don't quite like how these look. I don't know if potentially having them like the textures slowly become darker on the way out, and the colors here definitely make it look like white and stuff. I'll look in the render. I'm working on this on a very stupid video. A stream idea that came up a while ago. Yeah, I was right there. For how short it is, actually, and because of how the motion blur works, is that going to be fast enough? Yeah, I think I decided that it needs to go faster right at the end. Okay, so it spins that way. I'm gonna see if I can get another full rotation out of this. No. At least not that quick. If I can do a full rotation, it wouldn't make any sense. No, that's too quick. Oh, the mount. It's a very old model, yes, but it's also that I don't want to correct anything on Crackle or do anything on Crackle. The whole point is Crackle is actually going to be immensely minimally touched. He's going to be wings flapping and mouth opening and a little bit of eye twitches. That is all I'm doing on him. No other animation. So, okay, that seems out of focus though. I know I did fix some of these, but oh, that is Yeah, that's horribly out of focus. Focus is over here. But I thought... No, I didn't do it at all. I swore I at least made an attempt at it. And then here is about that point. Oh, that's what I adjusted it to. Okay. Okay, so that means I want them for a little bit more finer movements. So I'm going to shrink some of this down since I know now that I'm not going to really go anything higher than this. Okay. I'll keep this on. Actually, I always forget I can do this. Oh, maybe I can't. I must always go to camera on. Poo. Whatever, that's fine. Camera being a bit behind, but up until this point Crackle needs to be in focus. Should be at about this point that it goes and jumps. No, maybe here to the background. Yeah, okay, so at this point what would Crackle's focus be? Right there. So what kind of a speed do we need on this? Definitely this. No. That just wasn't adjusting right. There's gonna be motion blur here, so I don't have to worry about it being in focus or not. Okay, and if I'm here, Crackle will be out of focus, the main Crackle, and it'll be the ones in the sky, and that's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, in terms of like the animation with Crackle, Katara kind of hit it. Where I don't know if it was in regards to that though, but as to the contrast, the point was that I wanted to have everybody else animated enough to make them look clean and realistic, and then have Crackle be super simple and not touched, especially when it comes to the end part here, because of how the because of the back and forth. So that was supposed to be the fact that it's everybody else's detailed, and then every time it goes to Crackle, it's just Crackle. It made it more fun that way, especially this part. Just it's so stupid. So yeah, I like going. I thought it would be funnier doing it with the contrast, so that's what I was gonna go with. It is a beautiful thing. I think, unless I try to just push the camera off. Hello. Yes. Where's that one I'm looking for? This one. Oh, if I do that though, I have to do it with this one. I might just keep it. I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't care enough it's crackle. I don't really like how the lighting and stuff looks, but there's no way to get this lit correctly on a 360 shot. The only thing I can think of is, I don't want to touch anything in the clouds. Really, the only thing that really bugs me about it is how much of a contrast there is from this point to this point. That is it. I could probably fix that with a really quick addition.
Well, this looks like a nice cat bed.
The other one's that blankets underneath it too, and folded, so it's really soft.
What? Wow.
Kitty was sleeping there most of the day.
I don't doubt it. Oh my goodness, is it crackles?
Yes, we're just doing cleanup. We're trying to get some
the wise? I like that. I could be wise.
Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna take these. Oops.
Let me tell you one thing though. Mall of America is still really busy at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. On Black Friday, of course.
Yeah, it's Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad I wasn't there this morning. That would have been bad. Very, very bad. I mean, we complain about Valentine's Day being really bad, but oh my god. It is chaos on Black Friday, but the Mall of America, like the biggest mall in the United States, 3.5 floors, because they're the 4th floor and part of it. It was just nuts. And we went into Old Navy. The line was like an hour to get checked out. It was ridiculous. So we just skipped it.
That actually could work.
I don't think I bought anything at the mall other than food.
I think this will actually work. Food is good.
They had A&W. This was the shortest line. Burger King had a... What do they call those things? That line creating thing? The black ribbon thing. They had to use that because they were just completely too many people. And actually there was a line to get into GameStop. I've never seen that.
Well, Black Friday.
I know, but it was like 5 o'clock and there was still a line. Oh my god. It was crazy.
Okay, that. Oh, that's why. Okay. Trying to figure out why it was being weird here, but I guess it is still clipping the other models. So I need to make sure it's at least this high.
Somebody's asking you a question looking at you.
There's 24 SPF, FS and 30, because honestly I don't know. I made 5 renders and did not see the difference. Did you render it up to straight to a video file, or did you compile it into some other one? Because they might have converted it, but really, is there a difference? Yes, but you probably won't notice much of a difference on a normal video. If you have a lot of fast-paced stuff, you might notice it. And it depends on if it's the same video as well. You're probably going to notice very little difference because the motion blur should be different on both, but the save file has it locked to your cameras. And if you just change the renders or the frame rate, it's not going to change your shutter speeds. But really, there's not too much. I tend to do it if there's a lot of fast-paced motion. I tend to do 30, and if it's a cinematic story-based something, I'll try to do 24. Like this, I'll probably do 30 because there's more faster-paced stuff. But if it's just a conversation, I'll do 24. Mainly, it's not because of file space or whatever. I just like the look of 24. If you ready directly to video, then that's fine. But when you create a file, like when you create a new set file and you tell it what frame rate to use in SFM, the cameras will come default with a shutter speed that matches your frame rate. And having the right shutter speed matters because if you have more frames, like happening more often, you don't want a very large motion blur. You want it to be smaller because you have more frames and to see the video. But if you have less frames, you want a larger motion blur to mix them. That's why if you have a lot of action at a lower frame rate, sometimes has problems. Unless you have like a high or better 3D software that can do motion blur better. But in this case, where's my calculator here? It's getting this right. So if you say started it at, and I believe this is for 30. Yeah. If you started at 30 and then you went to render at 24, you're going to be getting the motion blur of 30 FPS on a 24. Because every camera has this number, so you change it. So it's 1 divided by 2 times your frame rate. So that's why it's for a 30, it's 1 divided by 60. You get 0.0166. That's what your shutter speed should be on a 30 FPS. And SFM is smart; it figures that out for you when you make the file. But if you're doing it 24, you're going to get a better result if you do 1 divided by 48, which is double your frame rate, and doing it at 0.0208. If you're doing it at 60 FPS, you do 1 divided by 120, and you do it at 0.008. That will give you the best result for your motion blur. So if you do change your resolution, do that, and for your examples, that will make a difference in trying to see see how it looks. If there's not a lot of motion, you might not notice a motion blur difference, but if you're rendering it the same, you're just going to change the frame rate, but it's essentially going to be each one looking the same. Yeah, 30 is nice. I just like the look of 24. It's I feel like you can do lower animation quality and get a higher or a better looking product because it's like anime when you have a super low frame rate. They can have still shots with or less movement, but you're just but still make it look good. But the higher your frame rate, usually the more detail you need because there's that many more frames that you can see motion that should be there. But yeah, shutter speed is just 1 divided by double your frame rate. I've memorized the numbers normally for 30 and 24 because those are the ones I see often. If you have a lot of motion or you want it to look a little choppier, which kind of gives a feeling like a cartoonish animation, you can reduce your frame rate to like 0.010, like so from here, putting it to this. What that will do is the motion blur may not connect everything as well, so it'll make it a little choppier, but that gives it kind of more of like a traditional animation feel. Depends on what you need. If I have a super lot of motion, I will reduce the shutter speed to try to get make up for the difference, so it's not just a big blur everywhere. Yeah, and if you like detail in this stuff, that's fine. It's just that usually the higher the frame rate requires you to put more effort into the detail, having more subtle motion. I like 24 for the fact that it doesn't make it look more cinematic, and like that's how sciencey it works. It's more of a psychological thing that movies are in 24, so when we see 24, it just feels that way. That's my thought on it anyway. And but I like it for it makes all the animation feel like there's more to it than there is, and so it's even if I put a lot of effort into it, it's just another bit on top of that. So I had it when I did Leaving the Stable, that was in 24 frames per second, and I had people asking if it was in 60 FPS, which means that people don't know what FPS means. I mean, people do animation, that's sure, but like just standard people don't know what that means. Just so I'd rather do it in 24 with a good quality than 60 at a good quality. Plus the render times are a lot smaller. No, the higher the frame rate, the less motion blur. So, because your shutter speed is literally how much time. This is an artificial number because there is no actual shutter, but it's how much time is between each time a shutter would like click, or how long it's open. I think. So the longer it's open, so having a longer shutter speed time means that you're taking in more. So if a person, or like say the shutter opens like right here, and then opens again right here, it picked up those two spots, or I'm sorry, I got that wrong. So it opens here and during motion, so it opens right here, but the camera keeps moving, and then it shuts here, and then it keeps going, and then opens again here. There's going to be where you have picked up while the shutter's open that whole motion in between A and B, and that's where you get the blur. So the shorter your shutter speed time, the less time it is open, and then therefore the sharper the images of motion that you're getting. But if you have it going really, really fast, you're getting it's going to go from here to here, and for what your frame, but then by the time it gets to the next frame, it's going to be here. So you have this gap, this big gap that is crossed with nothing picked up. So that's why it feels like it kind of jumps. But in general, you want a higher shutter speed for a lower frame rate to help make up for that difference. But if you have a lot of motion, that can really destroy it. So it's kind of just finding a balance. You can modify this by camera. So for this shot, I can have a different shutter speed than the whole rest of the video. And if you are worried, like say you do change your frame rate and your shutter speed you don't want to go through camera by camera, you can do it in your layoff settings here. You can go override shutter speed and change to whatever you want. You can do override frame rate too, but the only thing I don't like about that is if it's a frame rate that's not the same as your past one, the shots might not actually match up because they're built to be at like this frame, but if you change it, it might be off in a half a frame, and you might get a frame in between that gets blended. So you can actually go into your settings here, render settings, and then actually change the frame rate here. And if you do that, that is the actual files setting, not an override. And if you do that, it's probably going to I just want to make sure I save it here. As soon as you do it, this is going to turn red. And what red means is there is something in here that is not, there are frames between frames. So if I go here, you can see like right here now, these are my frames. That's not matching up anymore. They're not on frame. So I just go through here, grab this, I find out which one's closer to. It's the left one, I'll just wiggle it, pop it there, and that one's fixed. Same thing here. This one is on par, so we're good. Then we go to this one and go, okay, it's closer to this side, bam. And so that's how it would convert. And sometimes it needs a little bit of fixing, but there we go, fixed. So if you want to move between frame rates, moving from 30 to 60 and 60 to 30 is easy, but 30 to 24 and vice versa is the hard part. And I've had to do that before. Make sure you get the, they say there, it's not 2x your frame rate, it's 1 divided by 2x your frame rate. The inverse of the double. Okay, yeah, Yeah, and it's the same thing. Like, yeah, if you're using PAL where it's 50, or with your frame rate, I think. Yeah, it was 25 and 50. Was it how it worked? I can't remember the exact numbers on some of the stuff, but yeah, it would be the same thing. If your frame rate is 25, it'd be 1/50, and if you got a frame rate of 46, it'd be 1/92. So it's just good to know. And that was just a Google thing when I was trying to figure out how to do motion blur stuff. I just found out the info on it. I'm like, oh, good to know. Okay, I'm gonna say this is probably done. Oh wait, I was doing the cloud thing. Okay. I want to have the clouds there, but I don't want them like super bright like some of these are showing. Like this one is way brighter than this one right now. So, but this one might not be dark enough. I want to take one that's off on the side. This is one I want to try. The thing I'm not looking forward to is that the motion's locked, so I think I'm gonna have to go with the darker version. Thing I'm not liking is... Okay, I think I know how to do this. I don't want to go through and override every one. Oops. Actually, these wouldn't exist yet. This one would, though. Okay, so that one's okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if I got that one or not. And really, if I forget one, oh well. Need help. I'm trying to make OSC and I'm having trouble with my OSC's QC file because when I use Crowbar to compile the file, it tells me to use the maximum limit of textures. I tried to make my OSC for a week now. I'm not the person to ask on that. I am very limited in my knowledge of Crowbar and the underlying compiling thing. I've done the stuff with it before, but if it were to come to troubleshooting, I haven't done it enough to be able to probably just like know how to solve your problem. So sorry. Most of the times I'm fighting with it too, trying to figure out what I actually need to do. Oops. I know there's other stuff written. I'm getting to it here. So let's do 3 more. So I just didn't want to go through and override every single one of these. So instead I'm just copying one that has the override and moving the animation to new ones. Okay, let's see how that looks. Better. Be sure. Yeah, they all got the override. I think it's just brighter on one side, like over here. I think they're overlaying a little bit more there, actually. I bet you I could get rid of some of these. Right there. Let me catch up on here. Yes, it's supposed to fade one shot into another with SFM, or do I need AE? Yeah, you need AE. Like Guitar said, so you can fade to black and stuff, but even then I would recommend not doing it in here. It's not the greatest way to fade. It's just a number, which it gives you very little visual control. It's if you want to actually do a crossfade, it's in post. There is a way to kind of get shots to overlap in time, but it's very unreliable and sometimes just jumps. So in Living Stable, you did a detail animation to balance the motion blur with the environment so that the character does not lose the detail. No, it was more of, in Living Stable, there wasn't a lot of heavy movement. The motion blur in that was still... I think the motion blur in there might have been set for the motion blur of 30 on a 24, meaning that it was a little choppier, but that was fine. But there wasn't a lot of heavy motion, so it looked fine. Like, the most I had in terms of a heavy motion was like here when she's running. But it just didn't matter because a lot of the motion stopped at a point, so that was visually appealing still. Like here, you can still see there's quite a bit of motion blur, and here, but it just fit it. But I'm trying to think of find the one where she turns her head. Right here. Yeah, so. But I didn't do anything special with it. Yes. Last question: is it better to create my own maps or edit existing ones? Depends on what you need. You can. I would recommend that if you don't need something overly complicated that requires an entire structure to be built, just use models that exist. Cities are really easy to just load models into, and then you can just load what you need. But otherwise, I personally like building all my shots just per shot. Just build it within like a void or something using models, because building a map itself requires that you use hammer, which is like a drill to the head. It's so old and it has so many problems, so many areas, and it has a pretty steep learning curve. So I'd recommend not doing that. If you know how to do maps in there, that's fine, but I wouldn't. Yeah, for shot fading, I believe you can just right click, go to edit clip, and then set fade times, but that's all you have for fade. I don't like that lack of control. Well, not even the control, the fact that it's all a very I think Guitar Hero brought it up, that it's you have no control of how you slope it. It's just, how long does it take? This long, just start fading. You can't have it slowly fade into a dark. Like, there's some shots where you'd want to have it very, very slightly adding a dark, fading in, and then, like, because somebody's still talking, but you have that, like, element to fade, and then, like, right at the end, then fade it really quick. So you can't do that on here. You can kind of do it using the camera on the tone map scale, but that is not the best method to do any of that. Tone map scale I only use as to give me an idea of where I'm fading, but I don't use it in the actual final. So that's why, like, for these shots I have it say fade and no fade, because I have it ready for render, which has no fade, but then I'm keeping this one which has the fade, so I know timing. Are you guys answering another question? Good, cool. If you copy paste your question, I did answer it. For about leaving this table. Okay, I like that more. It's not the greatest, but it does what it needs to. And is these still overlapping? Oh, they're not overlapping. They're kind of overlapping. They're causing an alpha overlap error. I want to make sure. Yes, I thought as this changes, they're changing their, or how the lighting is working. Oh, they're doing that anyway. Okay, well that's fine. That's for the actor. So what light is hitting the clouds? That's usually what causes these. No, I think they're just entering different map areas. And if that's the case, then poop. The only way to fix that is to readjust its map lighting, which would require me modifying every model, and I am not going to do that. So, I'm probably just going to leave it. I mean, that was in this one too. Yeah. Goes so fast, there's flickers, but you can't even tell. Okay, it's just going through slow that makes it noticeable. Alright, don't care. The shot's done. Okay, do they have their wings flapping? There's no wing flaps. You can see the wings, so I do have to do it. And I don't think his wings are flapping. Oh, his wings stopped flapping there, though. Bad wings. Okay. Oh, I think I actually might have done that on purpose, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so wings. Oh, this is actually fine. I can keep it as it is because all the rest aren't visible till later. Actually, I only need a part of it then. Okay, so we'll do that. That. Fine. So make sure I'm not moving other stuff. Oh. I think I started grabbing other things on those later ones. I don't want to actually move the crackles. Thought I only had wings selected. At some point it was doing more than that. Okay. Actually, I want to keep that. Separates the important crackle. What did you go to Costco for? Suddenly had a need for Costco. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the rest as is. It's kind of a dark hole in the center, but eh. Oh, pizza? Okay. You're out of pizza. How do you get that far? How do you feel about your position now with what you've progressed so far from when you first decided you wanted to start anime? How I feel? I feel like I mean, obviously, I know I've learned a lot. I still have a lot to learn. The only problem I have now is that it's less like when you're first starting out. There's the adventure of learning, and you have a lot of ideas, but you know that none of them are really possible. So it's more of you figuring out what is possible. I've gotten less about what is possible, and now I don't think about it like that. I think about like I'm able to do most of the things I'd want to do, but now it's like not having the time or the motivation to be able to push myself to do some of them. Because it's hard to say, well, this would be a really fun idea, but I know it's going to take me about 4 to 6 months. Do I really want to get started and stuck on something like that for that long? No. So that's an issue to me. I don't even think I really have to do anything on this one. Because they're just not animated. That was the whole point of them. Okay, so there's no extreme motion there, so she is good.
That's horrible.
Hello.
What's smell like incense in here?
Candle. Yay! Is this coffee beer? Or coffee up? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Heyo.
Coffee cider.
Hey guys.
This is good. It's coffee cider.
It is the best.
It tastes kind of like beer, but I'm okay with it.
Kinda.
Because normally, like,
So hot in your damn apartment.
Jeez. Candle. I had my window open earlier because it was so nice out. But, well, nice out for Minnesota.
Yeah, nice out for Minnesota was just like 45 degrees. So, it's time of year.
But,
What a cider, though.
Captain Kyle.
Gabian. Gizmo.
The name bugs me.
What?
That name bugs me.
Gabian?
Yes.
Why?
Because every time I look, I don't know. I don't know.
It's the real me, Argo.
No.
Why can't you? Why can't you just love me for who I am?
No, I already fixed it. Your name is on there.
Yeah.
On there, you are.
What did you do to me?
No, so I just have you. I have you as, Kyle.
Okay.
That's all. That's all it's supposed to be. Why would it be anything else?
It hasn't clicked with us yet, exactly. I don't know why you're even using Gabian. Just use Kyle. Damn it! No one uses my screen name except for my Irma buds.
Do they call you by that name?
Yeah, they call me Gabian. Yeah. It's actually really helpful because, like, in the midst of a firefight, you can always hear the word Gabian over the crack of a rifle.
It sounds like one of those names that, like a con kind of thing. Like Gabian. Well, actually, it's kind of a Rocky. No, Khan from Star Trek.
Oh, from Khan?
No, I'm thinking like Rocky.
Rocky's definitely, yeah.
The Gabion.
Come on, Gabion. Let's go.
To the Gabion.
Come on.
No, it's stupid. It's just you're either Kyle or workout guy.
Yeah, that's basically it. Damien, don't you be you're going to Japan again next year. You can't be doing no jokes. They don't take jokes over there. You gotta go find yourself a nice tsundere, Kelchin.
Back up the camera. It's just Lyris.
Hello. Hello.
Like,
where'd you go?
Where's everybody?
Where'd they go? They're all gone.
No, I think I need to. When she looks up like this, I need to back her up or something.
Yes, I'm mixing Stallone with Schwarzenegger.
I know, like the first thing you said, I was like, "That's not even."
No, it's not. Of course I am. I do a terrible Stallone. And what's with the moon speak? It's the true moon speak. Also, by the way, it came with a coaster. It came with a little tiny cardboard coaster.
Is that what it's actually for?
Yes. It says complimentary coaster. Souvenir coaster, it says.
Souvenir coaster? How is this a souvenir
On the side
coaster?
of a box.
It's a piece of cardboard.
It's a piece of cardboard. It's a souvenir coaster.
This is a souvenir.
What the hell's a tsunami? You know what I'm talking about,
It's a
Kelchin.
flammable souvenir coaster.
You speak weeaboo too. I know you do, Kelchin. Don't you deny.
He's very fluent in weeaboo.
Oh, by the way, those cities are yours. Did you finish up the last two?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are yours.
Oh. Well, I already have one.
Yep. So do I. It's a tsundere. Don't be mocking the tsunderes. They'll get mad. It's your ankle bone snap.
I want to get the timing down, and then now that I have the timing down, I can get everything rest figured out.
It's a tsunami, guys. You be quiet. All you be quiet.
Wait, is she actually going down? Yes, she is. So this will be right. But so did you buy anything for Black Friday?
Black Friday? No, I bought your graphics card.
Oh, okay.
That was what I was gonna look at for Black Friday. That's it.
And I ended up spending another like $40 on Amazon yesterday, buying a whole bunch of little things. Oh,
I bought a couple of things from the Steam sale. That's about it. I think I spent $10 at the Steam sale. So
yeah, I bought Everspace and what was the other game? The Gallery, which is another kind of detailed puzzle game I want to try on the VR thing.
Oh, okay.
And it was normally $20 for episode 1. It was down to $5. But Everspace has VR, but it was like it's really well done. But that's the problem. Is it's almost the motion sickness from flying something that you can't feel.
Because it's almost too smooth. I gotcha.
So yeah, it works actually really well, and it looks really good. But without the feeling of the motion, my body goes, "I'm confused here." So, but it actually looked really, really good. I originally wanted to get it for playing it at 2D. I just was like, well, it has VR capability, so I'll try it. And I don't think I'll do that very much, but. Okay. And this maybe? better. Might go a little too fast though. I think I might slow that down.
So who's here? Chaotic is Clem, Skeleton. Mitch is obviously not watching because he's in like Africa or something.
Dakotaville or something.
He's like in Africa or something, man.
Nice. Yeah.
He doesn't have access to a computer or anything. He's joined a cult. He's joined a cult.
He brought his own punch. Yeah, I think that's going a little too fast.
He became one with the Giddy Up song. Yes, he did.
One with the what song?
The Giddy Up song. Yes, Mitch is in the Middle East. He went to take down the Alawa Akbas. He went to go get some cereal. Why I don't mean to ask the question, but why is her butt jiggling like it's made of water?
Because it has a jiggle bone in there that for some reason they put way too much of a bouncy physics to it, and whenever I jump in time, the
jiggle resets.
The jiggle sees itself as being here.
Yeah.
But when I jump to here, it's still holding the information from the previous. So then it's like, where do I go?
When my butt jiggles.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's why, like here, I can jump
because
to this.
ponies have lots of water in them. We have lots of water in us, but our butts don't jiggle like that.
So I can jump between these spots because there's no actual movement to it. But also just there's normally.
Lord have mercy for that pony's butt.
Normally,
Lord have mercy on that ass.
It comes in handy because when I do bake them, I can, like, when I had to make Dash sit, I was able to take those bones and flatten her butt more, so it wasn't so bony. But normally, as soon as I bake the procedure bones, I go and lock the butt to a position. I don't want the bubble butt.
Lord have mercy on that ass.
There we go. I can do the...
It's got its own rhythm.
Butt bass. Probably should have her. She does die twitch already. Maybe we should have her head go down a little bit more here. No, this might be almost too much then. Yep, I want it to be a little bit more subtle. Even then, I think some of the motion of her moving here might be too much. Should I have her back leg go backwards? Nah. Oh yeah, I probably should put her tail back down though. Yeah, I just can't even see the tail.
No, yeah.
Alright, there will be no more jiggle butt. You can see it wobble, 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 wobble. There. Now it's fine. Okay. Good enough.
How was my day, Kyle? My name's Jeff. My name's Jeff.
His name is Gabion.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
We had it.
My name is Jeff.
We had it in an old MMOs. A bunch of my buddies would. We'd always name one elite mob in either the game or a dungeon Jeff. Then Jeff can never die. So we were playing. I can't remember the name of the game. It was just some random MMO, and the Jeff there was like a pat that like everybody else was together grouped, but he was by himself all the time. And so we were like, poor Jeff. And so we just let him be. Like, he'd aggro you and you just run away. You're like, no! Yep. Jeff must live.
I like Joker from Mass Effect 2. Isn't that the gay pilot?
He's not gay. He just likes a robot.
Okay. This is the future.
He's a pilot that likes his ship so much that once it got a body, he became sexually attracted to it.
Is that what it was? That's okay.
So the body was of a like thin woman, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
No, sir. You just no.
Might just leave Lyra as it is. I think she's already well enough animated. Oh, here. I gotta do the eye. Yes. What's the dragon doing?
No, she's doing the advanced country.
Advanced country?
Yeah, the where he he's over the mountains and he's screaming. Yeah. No.
I don't think I know.
I don't know how you don't know that meme.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remembered the pony version.
When she's going.
Well, I remember the anthology short. I've had so much coffee today, and you're not helping.
You've had a lot of coffee today? What have you been doing all day?
Well, I spent a lot actually cleaning, but I had a nice lazy day.
I guess kind of so have I.
I was playing Destiny 2 earlier. I was playing Borderlands when you were playing Borderlands because it sounded fun. In an hour, I gained half a level. Ooh.
Yay! I think I gained 5 level or something just hanging out with them, blowing stuff up. I just started my sniper on True Vault Hunter, so we just kind of went for a while on that. You slept until 5, like this afternoon.
Yeah, I was wondering where he was, because
what do you mean? At least you have pizza. You always have pizza.
No,
You
he
would
was out.
starve without it.
He had to go to Costco to pick up pizza.
He had to go to Costco.
On Black Friday. When you go, I'm out shopping on Black Friday. Well, what'd you go get? Pizza.
But that was easy. I braved the liquor store.
Do they have sales going or
Yeah,
something?
they do. Nothing that I want, though. It's a lot of, just 25 packs of beer, which I don't really care for. You didn't have pizza for 2 days? Like,
Did you not eat for 2 days?
did you just take a potato out of the drawer and gnaw on it? Like Russia?
Like Russia?
Ate your last one Tuesday, slept till 5 Wednesday, and we played games. Thursday, Costco's closed. That makes sense. I had some Cheez-Its and potatoes. Well then.
Angry horse.
She is anger. Anger incarnate.
Okay.
How can you eat Cheez-Its? Cheez-Its aren't pizza.
They're cheese. Would you get like pizza flavored Pringles?
That is a question. No, it is.
Okay, so her ears when she goes back like this should actually be
Not sure. Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets would solve everything.
the
yes.
pizza flavored Pringles are kind of crap. They taste like pizza, but that's what's wrong with them.
Yeah, but they taste like pizza though. So, like, they do their job.
Well, I know, but there's some things that
Raisin Bran? I think his digestive system might actually just implode if he ate Raisin Bran.
we with some foods, it's you hear what what they say it'll taste like, and the problem is that sometimes it does, and then it's like, this is wrong. This should not exist.
Like how alligator tastes literally just like chicken.
They did. I thought MythBusters busted that one. That the meat itself, when you fry it like chicken, yes, it tastes like chicken. But if you just have the meat on its own, it tastes way different.
Oh, sure.
Because that was the thing that they did with the test. They said everything did taste like chicken, but then when they actually just ate it, just seared on its own, nothing else, they're like, "This is disgusting." But yeah, if you deep fry anything, it'll make it taste good.
Nestle USA products MED image. The inside of a Hot Pocket is lava. It's just you need to be careful. You will hold the power of a Hot Pocket in your hand. What do you do? Escort it at the enemy!
I had an old buddy that was like all he ate was Hot Pockets.
I couldn't do it.
And it was just like, you
How
can
can you eat Hot
find
Pockets
better
that often?
foods that are that bad for you.
Yeah. Like literally just take a pizza and roll it into a cylinder. And then just cut the cylinder.
Yeah, good.
Chicken and waffle chips.
There's
That
the
sounds horrific.
the biscuit and gravy chips are pretty good. I had those. The wasabi and something else. Those were pretty good. I'm trying to think of those ones that it tastes like what they state, and that's what's wrong with it. The Jones soda is kind of that way. Oh, her main is busted right here.
My name is Jeff. Yay, buddy friends. I know. I've been hanging out with this asshole for however long. I mean, jeez. We're pony friends, right?
Huh? What?
We're pony friends, right?
Um,
Right?
Yes.
Yes. I talk
as
about
soon as
all
Pony-
of the horse with this man.
But as soon as Pony is done, fuck off.
No, screw
Don't
you.
need you around then.
No. I stay in basement.
The basement? Basement of what? Tea house.
Live in Raptor's tea house. My fluffy pillow. Get wontons. No, get out of our ceiling, god damn it.
Did you see the picture Jay posted of their Friendsgiving with the waifus?
No.
Just had a bunch of dockies around the table.
Rainbow Dash was having too much fun with the ham.
I don't know what she was doing, and I think it's better that way.
Put the ham in me.
It's like a psycho.
Yes. Blue bubblegum Jones soda. Like, I don't drink Jones soda, but whenever I do drink Jones soda, all I taste is like overpowering artificial flavor. That's all I get. It's like eating one of those baby bottle pop things with like ring pops, where they just taste like literal artificial. Oh, Lyra got swole.
Actually, I can.
Yeah. Lyra's bulking up. I was bulking up. Come on. Come on, Crackle, let's do this. Oh my goodness. The definition. She's got it, come on.
This is the ideal pony body.
this is what every pony should look like. If you don't look like this, you're not healthy. Oh my god. Fantastic. She looks like it. That's like Arnold Schwarzenegger clone. Come on! I'll take you on! That is the best slider. Just got a chicken wing. No! It's too much definition. It's gone all jagged.
Nope.
Yes! No, leave it. She has the chin. The rest of her may be cottage cheese, but she has the chin. Good lord. Medium bulk
Listen to this. And then she takes the box into her body. No,
Lyra's been getting swole.
we're not gonna do that.
Damn.
Well, you could almost just do it where instead of like a full thing, like do.
She goes. Whoop. She walks up just a little. And,
Well,
then
that's
and then goes back.
That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Not like but like to do
Give her a little like
a
oomph.
partial.
We'd have to not go down this far though, because it looks like she's deflating.
Yeah, but then you can use post effects to do a quick bubble zoom
Bubble zoom, yeah.
thing. So.
Beefcake! Beefcake! Beefcake!
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. So what happens if you put? I have to check this. So we're gonna do. I think I've done it once before. So what happens if you do maximum strength and starve old? Ooh.
Ooh, she's melting. That's rough. She looks like Granny Smith. Except lots more old.
Remember the old SNES game called Clay Fighters?
Yes. Yes, you're completely correct.
That's a good game.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Wait, and then we gotta do the... Oh, and now she's got the badonk, I think.
Look at the definition. That one muscle could kill anyone.
That is a great elbow bone.
That's her that's her rear deltoid. Or no, her rear calf, front calf fetlock. She is bulk.
Look at the stomach.
Emaciated. But it's all gone to muscles.
That's like the face of eat your damn vegetables.
Those muscles can be challenging to bulk. The back of the knee muscles. The strongest. Look at that disapproving stare.
Okay, so this is essentially done.
I guess his good war horse is in here? Exactly. He'd be horrified to know that what we're doing to his wife here.
They do like having the muscles kind of like expand there for I don't know, it gives a nice little extra. I just
Well,
love
if you did a bubble wave with it, you would never be able to tell if it's different.
This screen crackling. just what?
Oh dear.
Hold on, I got a good sign for
Oh
this.
dear. Oh. What is it? Oh. Really?
No, not that. Hold on. It's There we go.
What you say? Ooh,
Really?
you always make
I love how when you search that, all you get is
I did. You got Eminem on that one.
no. It's Jason Derulo. I don't want Jason Derulo. Fuck you. Who was it that sung that? It was. What you say? I forgot the name of it. It's but I used to have it on a list.
It wasn't.
No, I don't have that list anymore.
Um.
Because the song is actually really good. The full song. It was I forgot the name of the song. I thought it was something and something.
Yeah. All I know is.
Oh, I almost had it. I can't remember the name of the song. That's what's gonna bug me because I know the part of the song that she says it. This is not like
I have it on the top of my tongue.
Yeah. I thought I'd do trains.
Quick chat. Just do what you say meme, and then you probably can get the song.
There's the music video. Mogan Heap. That was it. Hide and Seek. That was
Hide
it.
and
Okay.
Seek. That's right. I didn't remember the name though. I was thinking
That bugged
of the
me.
name.
But that I could. Shit, it's a really weird music video.
Is that a naked man?
It's actually a really good song, though.
Sure.
The fact that there's no instruments, it's just her with manipulating her own voice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the part of the song. There we go.
Hello, mining turtle. No, not mining. Hello, mine turtle.
There we go. I can time it for him.
Can you? Can you truly?
Hold on. Okay, so it's right there. So I want to figure out where he does it.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you didn't. What you say? What you say?
Whatever. That was way more effort than.
Oh yeah, it was.
Let's do some of her other stuff. She's actually got some good music.
Anger horse. Horse is pure anger.
I might pass on this one for cleanup because that one's probably going to take I don't know if it's going to take a little bit. It's more of I got to do all the hair and stuff. Oh, this one's going to take a long time to do. Let's figure this one out.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it's done. Should double check the zoom though. Oh wow, this gets way out of zoom. Or right out of focus. There we go. Okay, this one's done. Oops. Okay. Oh, that actually is in focus. Oh, I went past his head because it was due to the severity of the thing. Okay, so this one is done. These ones I don't even care about. They're done no matter what. This one I might need to do something different with because otherwise it looks like he's just standing on no clip ground. I think I probably need to do some like artificial looking like power coming from underneath or something. But so I'm gonna probably touch up that a little bit. But anyways, it's after 8, and so I was gonna end around then. So I'm probably gonna call it there. But actually, it got quite a bit cleaned up. That was from like here. So yeah, I should be able to. I'm gonna try to have this finished where I can start rendering it next Friday. Oh, that's a question. I heard that. What did the rinsing color signify? Oh, so normally the way I do it is that the base color blue is untouched. Like I haven't done anything with it. But it might still be broken into pieces because I'm just doing timing. So blue means untouched. Red means I've started it, but it is very rough. But there is something that has been done to it that is progressing towards the final. So it's not, if I have things in there and it's blue, it means that they're nothing to do with the final. But red means I'm working on it, or it's very rough. Yellow means that it is for. In essence, it's animated, but I have to do the cleanup for it. So it's some of the basic animation. It might not have some of the cleanup or some of the final animation of like little nuances, but it's essentially it's done in terms of its main sense. But going through doing like the hair, small motions, little details in the background, small little refinements, and then green means it's done, like where I can render it out. So.
Green is good.
So yeah. But I said I was going to be cutting the stream early because I wanted to still have a game. I still want to have a weekend gaming thing. So,
Oh.
so I said I was gonna be ending it at 8. So
Oh, wait, you're leaving? Where am I gonna go?
we go play games.
Oh, with me!
Yay!
Yay!
Brought it up earlier.
I don't remember it at all. Man, I was
Didn't bring up a
I was on
time.
a turkey high for like 2 days. I don't remember a damn
Oh.
thing.
But the coloration is not a is not like a standard or anything. It's just something I came up with. So it's just like the stop, yield go kind of look. But and I've had it before where I went through it and all again, did clean it up, and I did a brighter green. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just whatever works for you. And sometimes if I'm working on a shot with amongst a lot of other things, I'll make it purple to show that's the one I'm actually actively working on. But anyways, so yeah, that's it for today. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to be streaming. No, I will be streaming next Tuesday some more, and hopefully then I should be able to get all that cleaned up and animated and ready for output by the end of the week. So, oh Kyle, hey Kyle, Giz found something for you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he found.
What you say?
It's
Oh, and your wife will never love you. No! That's not true. I have a docu of you in a
They
maid
should-
outfit at home.
that should be your wallpaper.
Your wife will never love you. I put that on my phone if I didn't go to work and actually open my phone at work.
It's just like a big scribble of never.
Never. You can't not love me.
So, alright. Anyways. Yep, happy Thanksgiving and all that, guys.
Merry
And-
Thanksgiving.
Have a Mal.
Merry Thanksgiving, Mexican cat.
You sound like a soundboard. Mal, Mal. Gives you the Java. Alright.
Come on.